Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video. I hope you guys have had a great weekend. I had a great weekend. Happy August. Today is August the 1st. Hope you guys are enjoying the start to the first of the month. And hopefully you got your rent if it's due or your mortgage if it's due. This weekend for me, I tried to hang with Beyonce this weekend, but I couldn't really hang with her too much because I was busy. And but I did listen to the album. I listened to enough of the album, which we will get to in a second. But I also had a chance to enjoy SummerSlam this past weekend. SummerSlam was amazing. I know people like, you don't talk about wrestling that much. Why you stop talking about it? Because every time I put up a wrestling video, y'all don't be watching. So I just stopped doing them. But anyway, I know a couple weeks ago the story came out that Vince McMahon retired. He had some allegation stories coming out against him. And I guess the heat was getting a little bit too hot, so he had to retire and leave the company. And now his daughter and some guy named Khan. I can't remember his first name, and I don't want to say it wrong. Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, they are the co-CEOs of the company, and Triple H, who y'all would know, of course, who was tag team with Shawn Michaels in D-Generation X. He is now like the head of creative. So they come up with the storylines and all and bring, all the entertainment to you guys. And this past weekend, he brought back one of the wrestlers that got fired. And one of the wrestlers who was injured came back. It was just a good vibe. Like, you could tell that it's not a Vince McMahon show. Mm-hmm. And I'm just happy. And hopefully tonight we get some new storylines. So I just wanted to bring that up. And you know what? I have to be honest.
Be honest. Please be honest. Be the fuck honest.
You know how people don't care about what Donald Trump do? Mm-hmm. The stories that came out about Vince McMahon, I really didn't care. I'm like, that man is 70-something years old. This man that ran this company for so long. I'm sure he's sexually offended some women. Or, paid some women off to not say anything. So it's not shocking to me. Some other stories is that he had affairs, but he paid them to be quiet and not to say anything. And you don't hear anybody coming out and saying, well, he did this to me, he did that to me. I just like, listen, if it happened, okay. But I don't feel no type of way. Like, I just feel like he's, that's Vince McMahon. And that's probably hard to be honest about, because what if he really did do some things to people? But it's kind of like.
Are you saying you don't feel any kind of way about the allegations?
I sure don't. Oh. I really don't. Like, I'm like, whatever. Like, they just trying to find out what he did. Okay, he spent $14 million to hush women up who he had affairs with, or whatever he did with them.
So what were the allegations?
That he was using the money to pay the people off not to say anything
about his affairs, or
right?
Did he
had some. I didn't hear anything about sexual harassment, just affairs. Okay. So he was paying people to be quiet. I don't care about that. Yeah, his wife still around. Right. Clearly, she don't care. So why should I feel some type of way? Why? It's over with. So Vince is gone, but I'm happy as a wrestling fan of WWE. I'm happy that he's gone, because he held back so many people that they started leaving and going to another company. But now, shit is right, and Triple H is in control, and I'm so happy, because a lot of things got taken away from Triple H in the beginning. Like, it was so horrible. They took everything. He built the company up, right? He made these new stars, and then once they go to Vince's side, he fucks up their careers. He changed their name. They just lose everything they built. Then Triple H got fired. The man had a heart attack. I don't know if that caused the heart attack, honestly. But it just feel like you took everything away from him. You stripped everything away. Then you decided that you wanted to take over Vince. And you fucked shit up. So I'm glad that Triple H is back in control. And that's how I feel about today's wrestling. My male soap opera. Oh, all right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yes. And I watched The Chi. We're going to get back to The Chi next week. I enjoyed this episode, and I feel like they finally getting somewhere. Candy's character, It's showing her ass. The mother done ran away because she was disappointed in Trig. Well, Victor. It looks like Gemma's keeping a baby. We're going to get into all of that. But listen, if you have any questions that you would like for Mikkel and I to ask Lena about the show, please DM me or DM Mikkel, and we will make sure that we get that question over to Lena. Please, no crazy questions. Like, let it be a thoughtful question that you, as a viewer of The Chi, want to know. Maybe why did you pick this character? I mean, why did you pick this storyline? Why did y'all choose Papa to be this asshole? I don't know. But whatever it is, just make it make sense. Okay? So we can get it over to Lena and she can answer your questions that you wanted to know. Because now we are, I believe we have 7, 8, 9. We have 4 episodes left until the end of The Chi. And also, I watched P-Valley yesterday. Like, everybody is just putting out great television, and I am so happy about that. The only thing I wish is that it was on regular TV. Regular TV don't have no good TV shows, but whatever.
You got to go over to cable.
Yes.
It's unfortunate because shows like P-Valley and The Chi, they don't get its recognition.
No, and they don't nominate them for a lot of stuff.
No, they don't. Those type of shows could be nominated for Emmys.
Yes.
You know, they could be, but they're not.
Yeah.
You know. And there's some things I want to say about some of the shows that are, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not.
Right. Well, if I sound funny a little bit, y'all, I ain't going to lie. My mouth is numb. I just came back from the dentist. I was trying to show Mikkel what they did, but he's like, no, I don't want to see. I don't want to look in your mouth. So I'm just like, okay, it's all right. But it's numb as hell, and it's so numb that my nose is numb as well. Because when they started drilling, like I was like, nope, I need some more. I need more. Yeah, no, y'all not going to do nothing until I get more. And it's just numb as hell. What else?
Beyonce.
I'm trying to. Before we get to that, because I want to get to stuff we missed.
Okay.
Nichelle Nichols, who was on Star Trek back in the 60s, one of the first black women on TV in a role, has passed away. She was 89 years old. Now, I didn't really know about her. Found out about her till I believe she started on Empire.
Empire. She was on Empire?
Yeah, I believe she was on
See,
Empire.
I didn't watch Empire that long. Who did she play?
She played Lucius' mother as the older version of Lucius's mother.
Oh,
remember when Kelly Rowland was on there? And then she was on there.
I stopped watching her.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't even tell you when I stopped watching. But no, I didn't know she was on there. I don't even think I knew Kelly was on there.
And then I found out that, who she was and everything.
Yes.
One of the first black women, to have an interracial kiss on television.
No, I don't think she was one of. I think she was the first black woman to have a.
And she may have been.
Because there was no other black people kissing on TV.
Oh, that was the first interracial kiss.
Yeah,
yes,
that was the first one.
First interracial kiss on television.
They were. She was, because she was the first interracial kiss on television, and then you had on the Jeffersons the first interracial couple.
Mm-hmm.
Even though some people kind of dispute if it was the Jeffersons or I Love Lucy, because remember Lucy's husband was Cuban and she was white.
Yeah, well, I mean that's interracial. He's Latino.
So, yeah. So but I Love Lucy. They were the first for a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
They were the first interracial. Really,
yeah,
the first interracial couple.
Ain't they the first show to say pregnant, or is that another show?
No, they never said pregnant. They never said pregnant, but they were the first show to show a woman pregnant.
Wow. See, that's
And she was real life pregnant, and so they decided to write that into the script.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's so funny because the night that the episode aired of her having the baby was the night that she actually had her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was like, wow.
That was on point.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she passed, and her life, like towards the end, like she was suffering from dementia, and there was this guy who came into her life and was started booking her on these tours with like Comic-Con and all of that.
Yeah.
So he was doing that stuff, but her son, he felt like the son just came back out of nowhere and just started taking over. There was this show on ABC called Who Do You Believe? And the second episode is dedicated to them. The man tells his side, her son tells his side, and then they leave it up to you who to believe. They don't tell you who's telling a lie. It is leave it up to you to believe, and it's just sad. It's a sad story. But check it out.
She recently, I just saw they must have did something where with the Star Trek, and this actress who plays Nichelle Nichols' role or character. She played the younger version of Nichelle Nichols. This new show, Star Trek, maybe from a year or two. I don't know how long ago it was. Maybe it was this year, last year, whatever. But then Nichelle Nichols came back to reprise her role. And the actress, when she died, she posted videos and pictures of her and Nichelle Nichols behind the scenes and backstage, in the dressing room stuff. And it was so beautiful because she said, even though she was suffering through dementia, when it came time to go on set, she remembered her lines and she was always so sweet. Which is so, dementia is a crazy disease because people who suffer from it, it's different. A lot of people suffer from it differently. But the one thing, a lot of people who have dementia, they always remember things from the past. Always remember things from the past. And the pictures and the videos that this I can't remember her name. Beautiful girl too. That she posted on her Instagram with her and Nichelle Nichols. It was just really nice to see the two of them, and I was just like, wow, like I was happy for her. Like that's so dope that she got to meet her, and then they were doing like the little Star Trek thing, and Nichelle was still able at 89 to still do it. And I was just like, oh, that's right. So that dementia is a scary motherfucker. It's a scary disease. But
you got to keep the mind busy and doing things.
But thank God, she was still able to work even all the way up until the end. So.
Right. And then Bill Russell, I believe he was an 11-time NBA world champion, 9 championships as a player and 2 as a coach, I believe. He passed away at the age of 89. We're losing a lot of people that's up there in age. And I don't want this year to be like where 2016 was, but we are losing a lot of legends and people who have been around for so long. The sports world took a hit. The entertainment world took a hit. And then these other classic shows, but I don't know who they are, but just a lot of people are passing.
The actress, and I came across her article the other day, but I can't remember her name. She's a white actress. The actress who played Ursula in The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, she just passed away.
And I was like, wow, at 95. And I was like, wow.
I believe she sang as Ursula in
You don't even think about these voiceover actors either, but it's like, wow, like, I don't know. So, real quick, this actress that played, her name was Penny Singleton, and she played the voice of Jane Jetson on the Jetsons. But she did a lot of voiceover work, and she played Jane Jetson all the way. And it's so funny because George Jetson, they just posted the other day that George Jetson's birthday was actually the other day. He was actually born in 2022. But this actress, she played Jane Jetson, and she played her because the Jetsons had came out with the Jetsons movies and all that stuff even when we were growing up. And this actress was still playing her even well into her 80s. Like she was still playing Jane, and she died. Penny Singleton died in the early 2000s. I do know that she died in the early 2000s, but I'm just like, wow, like for these actors to voice these characters, and sometimes they're voicing these characters for years, and we don't even
know.
We don't even realize it. Like,
because that's something we don't really pay attention to. Whose voice
to.
Is that?
Right, whose voice is that? And then you see, and then you're like, oh wow. But,
the last time we heard anything about voice characters is now when the white actors be like, all right, I'm no longer voicing the black characters anymore, and we're only going to do black people. But I just felt like don't nobody know, like I was like, it's okay, but yeah, just shout out to the voice actors. Condolences to those we've lost, even those who we didn't name, because there's been a lot over the past few days who've been passing. So on Friday, I know everybody who's a Beyonce fan was anticipating the release of Renaissance. This was part 1 of the 3-part album trilogy that she is releasing. First of all, Beyonce, I want to know, where is my box? Because everybody knew when the album was coming out, and my box is just sitting there in California waiting to get labeled and shipped. And I don't appreciate that. Where the fuck is my album?
Well, I don't think that's Beyonce's fault.
I want my shirt. I want my album, my booklet.
It's probably
and
back order.
everything.
Can you imagine how many people ordered it when it came out? When it was released to order?
Yes. It's Beyonce. She should know. Her team should be ready for something like this.
But it's
putting my
but
white
you got to
woman
remember
on.
too, it's still COVID.
Right.
So,
But it still should have been here.
I know, but there's still some things that's going on with the mail, even up in 2022. It's when I had my crab feast a few weeks ago, the lady said to me, "Do you want me to mail the tickets or do you want to come get it?" I said, "No, I'll come get them." She said, and before I said it, she said, "Yeah, because I don't trust the mail and I don't want you to not get your tickets in time." And I said, "Yeah, the mail system has really been jacked up. It really has." And God bless anybody who trusts ordering something and needing the thing that they order right away, because
Right.
don't trust that.
Yeah, especially if it's coming through the mail, you better try to get like Amazon or FedEx or somebody express delivery overnight. But yeah, so Beyonce album came out Friday night. I didn't listen to it right away. Actually, I was so tired, Mikhail. I was like close to 12 o'clock. By 11:45, I was asleep. But when I woke up, I turned the album on, and I didn't like the first song. I'm That Girl. Didn't like it because these motherfuckers ain't stopping me. It was so irritating that it kept going throughout the song that I was trying to hear what the fuck she was singing about. So I was mad about that one. So I was like, okay.
I slightly was too. Because I'm listening in my car like, is this like a interlude?
Yes, it keeps going.
And it kept going, yes.
And then it stopped, and then it started back up, and I was so mad.
But once we got past that, I was cool.
Right. So I guess Beyonce's just letting everybody know this is who I am. Right. And I think there was like something where she was just like, yeah, this is me, or she was like, I made this song hot because I'm on it, or something like that. And it made me think about times where we would be like, if Beyonce had this song would have been a hit, but because this person has the song, it's not. But yeah, that song is cute, but it's just irritating. And then Cozy, I love Cozy.
Everybody likes that song.
Yes, and I see that
My coworker said that. She said that to me yesterday. She was like, "I really like Cozy."
Yes, it's cute. You can hear T.S. Madison in the background. I just love that one. But the album really starts for me at Alien Superstar. Okay, but before I keep going about these songs, the way the album fucking goes, like you're just jamming. You don't even realize that you're on the next song.
No, you don't. You don't. I had to keep looking at my phone like, wait, is this the same song? It's just, I told my coworker, I said, it's a long song.
Right.
The album is one long song.
Right.
That's really what it is.
I love it. It's just like
it's amazing how it transitions into the next song. It is amazing, and I love the transition into "Break My Soul."
Yes,
I love that because you hear it "Break My Soul" and whatever the case may be, but then when you actually hear it on the album and you hear the transition into it, I was like,
it's something about it. Like I kept saying, like it's something about that is so. So now I know what it is. So Big Frida is played at the end of Energy. And then it goes into Break My Soul. And it just gives it a whole different vibe and a whole different sound. I kept trying to figure, what the hell? Like, it's something that it excites you when you hear Break My Soul versus it just being the single. Yes. But Alien Superstar is so unique, and then her spelling the song and everything. I love that song. Then Energy's only less than 2 minutes, right? So we all know Energy, that song had caused a big thing the day before. So let's talk about it. So Khalees found out when everybody else found out that one of her songs was sampled on Beyonce's album. And Khalees was upset. Khalees was upset about it. But even though she said it was not about Beyonce, she said some things that she's been wanting to say about Beyonce for years.
That's right.
Now, I'm a Khalees fan.
That's right.
I love her music. I love her work. And I understand her frustration. Like, yes, I understand the common courtesy. But when you hear the song, Mikkel, and it's literally like 10 seconds, you're like, fuck that. I don't feel like calling you to say, yeah, I said la la la
Right.
la la
Right.
la 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 la. Like, no, come
Kevin,
on.
I heard the song, and I had to put, and I posted on Facebook when I saw somebody saying something, and I left in the comments, and I said, well, I'm still trying to figure out what song it was that she sampled.
Because the song everybody kept saying, "Get Along With You." I said,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, I'm like,
that
wait,
is
this-
not that song.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what is it? And the common courtesy of calling somebody about la 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 la.
Yes, and then it had like the little beat in it. But I'm like, well, I'm sure Pharrell produced it. But then Khalees was saying that she wrote a lot of her songs, but you know, whatever contract she signed, Pharrell's song, his name, Pharrell and Chad, their names are on all the songs that she did. Now, I don't know how right she is, but I know one thing: Pharrell ain't suing her for slander. He hasn't sued her yet for slander.
Yeah.
So she knows what she's talking about.
Right.
And I believe her. Now, legally, Beyonce didn't have to do anything.
No.
Is it courteous to do, like, yes, you know, Khalees, you know, I did some of your stuff before, but I just wanted to do this shit. Should she have done it? Yes.
No, I don't think she should have done that. I don't
But
think somebody.
I-
I don't think somebody needs to pick up the phone and say, "Hey, Khalees, I'm going to sample la 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 and a beat, and is it all right with you?" I don't think somebody needs to do that. Now, had she called, what's that lady's name for "Break My Soul"?
Robin S.
Now that'd have been a totally different
But
thing.
she didn't
But
even
she
call her-
didn't.
and it's
But
not
she
her
didn't.
song
But you
either,
know
'cause
what?
she didn't
And it's
write
not her
it.
song either. But you know what? That song of the "Break My Song,"
Break My Soul.
Break My Song. I'm still saying "Break My Song." Break My Soul. You hear all of, what was the song that Robin did? What was the name of it?
Show Me Love.
Yeah, Show Me Love. You hear Show Me Love. So of course you want to make sure you reach out to Robin, and she did. But I don't. But like you said, energy is
No,
what.
she didn't.
Yes, she did. She sent Robin. Well, she sent Robin a beautiful bouquet of flowers and everything with a nice card because Robin posted it and everything.
Oh, but
Yeah.
she said that Beyonce, she didn't know that Beyonce
Well, she
remade the
didn't know
song.
she didn't know she remade it, but she made sure she sent that bouquet of flowers
Yeah.
and sent her a nice and because Robin, it's funny because she said that she didn't know what was going on because her son called her and saying that she's trending on Twitter, and then
Right.
that's when she found out. But on her Instagram account, she had showed the flowers that Beyonce sent her with a nice card, basically saying you're a legend and I'm giving you
Yeah.
your flowers. She didn't do that for Khalees because all she did was la 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 and la la.
No.
And nobody.
No.
And like you said, it's 2 seconds. And
I'm not gonna
sending you a bouquet of flowers for la 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 la.
All right, I don't want to reduce, because I don't want to
I'm
reduce
not reducing
to
Khalees
that.
at all, but I'm saying is, if
'Cause,
Khalees wouldn't have came out, no real shit. If Khalees wouldn't have came out the day before, would we have even thought about Khalees on that song?
no.
No, that's what I'm saying. But with "Break My Soul," we would have thought about Robin. What's her last name?
Robin, I don't know her last name.
Robin,
Her
we
stage
would-
name is Robin S.
Robin S. We would have thought about Robin S. because we would have heard all of "Show Me Love,"
Right.
and we'd be like, "Oh, this is." We would have thought about her, but nobody's thinking about Khalees with this song. Nobody thought about Khalees before. Not even the people who leaked the song before Khalees said anything. Nobody said, "Oh, she's sampling Khalees."
No. You know,
Khalees is one of those people that, oh, she did. Oh, well, look at me. This is what she did to me, and I want everybody to see this is what she did. And it's like, come on, Khalees.
But I mean,
Come on.
I just feel like, okay, the only reason why, and people say, well, Beyonce gave her credit. No, because it said performed by. Just because it said performed by doesn't mean she's getting a check. Her name is not written on that song as a composer. Otherwise, you know, I think Khalees may have needed to give her permission to even use that part of the song.
See,
I
my
don't
whole thing
know.
is like you said, and you started off by saying it, and you're absolutely right. Khalees wanted to say some things to
yeah,
and about
definitely.
Beyonce, and this was her way of saying what she wanted to say.
But it wasn't about her. But then again,
But she made it about her. Oh,
Right.
and you're supposed to be singing about women empowerment. Why don't you sing about why don't you do what you're singing about? Like, girl, this is how you've been feeling. You know what they say: a drunk tongue speaks a sober mind, and that's exactly what she was doing, even though she wasn't drunk. But she was letting how she's always felt about Beyonce over the years. She finally was able to let it out,
Yeah.
and I think that she did it in a classless way. I think it was very classless. Like, you know, your gripe is with Pharrell.
Pharrell, yes.
Your gripe is not with Beyonce. Your gripe is with Pharrell. Beyonce and her team, whomever it was, they may have called the right person, which was Pharrell, and got permission from you. Just like, prime example, I Will Always Love You. We're not going to call Whitney Houston. We're going to call Dolly Parton. That's Dolly's
song. Yeah.
song. Now, Whitney Houston made the song huge, but "I Will Always Love You" is Dolly Parton's song. That's why when them checks came rolling in every time Whitney Houston sung it, the checks went to Dolly Parton.
Yeah, Whitney didn't write a lot of her songs.
Right.
She
It's
did-
like,
yeah.
come on, like you contact the right person.
Yeah.
Now
That's why it's
everybody-
important to own your songs.
That's why it's important to own your songs. And again, now you want me to be mad at Beyonce because you didn't read the contract that you signed, which gave Pharrell
I
rights
mean-
to put his name on your song.
But listen,
that's basically
okay,
what you want.
Yeah,
you
and
want
I
me to be mad at
understand
Beyonce.
At that time, she was young. You know, a
yeah,
lot
but
of people were young.
but
and
we can't be
dumb.
mad at Beyonce because you didn't do the right thing.
But the thing is, I do understand the courteous part, but it was only
please.
10.
It's
No,
always
but
courteous.
listen.
But then nobody says
But
thank
listen.
you. Well, does anybody ever it's courteous to us when they steal our ideas and stuff? No. We just go along with it and say, oh, well, I mean, it's YouTube. It's a big platform. But there's a lot of people who have
But it's
stolen our
like-
things
it's
and
like-
we don't say nothing.
It's 10. My thing now is in hindsight. It's like, girl, it was 10 seconds.
10
and you.
and it probably wasn't
It
even
was
10.
the way the sample. You 10 times the sample the way you went off on the video. Okay? And I love it. Y'all know I love me some Khalees, the Sexy Beast Khalees. I love her. But I don't think that whole video, that rant.
It was necessary.
Yeah, but are you a legend in the game? Yes. You're not a one-hit wonder. You've had some hits. You got taken advantage of, and a lot of people got taken advantage of. And
I definitely think she has a not legal standing, but you
'Cause
know,
she
like how
don't.
they say, no, not legal standing, but I think she has a right to be upset, but I
Yeah.
think she's just upset with the wrong
she's directing
person.
it in the wrong way.
In the wrong way.
And this
like,
is my
directed
thing.
towards Pharrell.
I just don't like that people try to act like, Khalees wasn't that girl in her time.
Well, that's people who don't
because
know.
she really was. Like the things that she did, the music that she made was Pharrell was totally different in the late 90s, early 2000s. Totally different. Her music, come on. Khalees did a dance album too. Like Khalees Ben did the dance album thing. Like she came out with I can't remember the name of it, but it came out Flesh Tone 10 years ago. She did her own version of that. Then the Circus, her Circus album. Well, I don't think it was called Circus, but Khalees was here. Bitch, Khalees tackled every damn genre of music. If y'all go back and listen to it, it's amazing. She even threw shots at the industry in the songs that she was recording. Like, Khalees has done a lot, and I just don't like that people don't want to give her flowers just because she said something about Beyonce.
Oh, no, they
everybody
shouldn't
is
do that.
not going to like Beyonce,
Right.
and you have to be okay with that. Because at the end of the day, Beyonce made a whole album. Now, this album, Khalees talked about the women empowerment. I listened to this album. I don't think Beyonce empowered no woman at all on this album. Beyonce let everybody know that she's that bitch. Can't nobody fuck with her. I'm number one. I'm always going to
But
be
this
number
album
one.
was not
And
about women
And it's
empowerment.
not. But,
No.
I mean, she made a statement to let these motherfuckers know,
Who are you talking about, Khalees or Beyonce?
everybody.
No, Khalees or Beyonce. Who made the statement?
No, Beyonce.
Yeah.
I think she let everybody know that she knows she's number one. She knows she can't be topped.
Well, I
And-
think. Well, I think.
and it was-
she-
it
I think
did-
she's. And
I
I think she's
think that's
talking
the
that way
message she-
because
and
I
she
agree
got
with
the
you.
right to fucking do
because
that.
I think that when you stop and think about it, we talking about somebody like Beyonce, hate her or love her. Whenever she does something, people stop it. Whenever it's announced that she's performing somewhere, people stop it.
Let me just make sure this still recording. Go ahead.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, people are stopping whenever she is saying, whenever it's announced that she's doing something. Look at the amount of people who watched the Oscars because they heard that she was performing, and then she didn't even perform during the Oscars. She performed at a tennis court
For the opening of the Oscars.
for the opening of the Oscars. But that prompted a lot of people to watch. People who wouldn't normally watch the Oscars.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I mean, there are a lot of big artists in the world, but not a lot of big artists are able to do that. You hear about certain artists, you be like, they're going to perform. You're like, oh, that's good. I kill all right. What I'm saying. But it's not a lot of artists where people say, oh, I got to make sure I'm home to watch.
Yeah.
I want to see what she's going to do. I mean, so it's okay. She can talk that shit. Yeah, Khalees, Beyonce has talked about women empowerment stuff. But just because I talk about women empowerment, what, I can't empower my own damn self?
Well, she definitely.
How about it?
She empowered her damn
I
self.
want to be able to. I don't want to just empower you. I want to be able to empower me too, motherfucker. Yeah, you're that bitch, and so am I.
Yes.
Why can't Beyonce say I'm that bitch? She tell everybody else you're that bitch, you're beautiful, whatever. Why can't she say I'm beautiful too?
Mm-hmm. She definitely.
I mean, I just don't understand the anger towards Beyonce, Khalees. I don't understand it. Like, you really pissed me off when you did all that. Oh well, you know, you're singing about this. Yeah, but I mean, who are you really? But again, like you said, this is stuff that she really always wanted to say, and it came out.
Yes,
because that's what happens. People will tell you how they feel when they get mad.
Yep.
When they get mad, they'll tell you how they feel. My friend says this all the time to me. He always says to me, he says, gay men should be careful when they're befriending these women. Because the minute a woman gets mad at you, you're every faggot and every bitch in the book when they get mad at you. Mm-hmm. And he's absolutely right. Mm-hmm. Am I lying?
Nope. It's the truth.
When they get mad at you, oh, you's a faggot, or you get fucked in the ass. And my friend always says that. He says gay men should always be careful befriending these women. Because when they get mad at you, they will tell you how they really feel.
They throw the book at you, huh?
And that's what Khalees did. Khalees got mad at Beyonce, and she's told us how she really feels.
Yep. Well, yeah.
And thank God for somebody like Beyonce who ain't even thinking twice to responding back to Khalees.
Yep. And and another, oh shit, I'm sorry. And another thing, Diane Warren, you fucking tried it today. Talking about, oh, why is it 24 writers on one song?
Bitch, this is the same Diane
She
Warren who rolled her eyes hard at the Oscars when, what was that, Billie Eilish won, and the camera panned over to her, and she wouldn't even clap. She was rolling. I mean, she was over it. Diane Warren. Diane, you're the same Diane Warren who was on one of Beyonce's albums in the past, and you got your writing credit.
Yeah, I believe she wrote I Was Here.
Yeah, you got your writing credit. How dare you? How?
Yeah, she's like, oh, I wouldn't know because I only write my own songs. Oh, she had a ball today on Twitter. But see, my thing is, Beyonce didn't do nothing to nobody.
And this is why Beyonce said, I'm that bitch.
Yeah.
Because only that bitch would get other bitches this mad. I'm sorry. The proof is in the pudding. Don't nobody, I'm about to take it to Mama Scorpion. Don't nobody get mad at no other artists when they come out with their album. When the last time you heard artists and other singers get mad at Rihanna when she comes out with an album? They don't get mad at Rihanna.
I'm anticipating.
They're anticipating. Don't nobody get mad at Rihanna when she come out with a song. Don't nobody get mad at Sierra. Don't nobody get mad at Janet. Nobody gets mad when these women come out with songs or albums. Don't nobody take a fine tooth comb going through each song and going through each song. Oh, I'm feeling my help. Thank you, Holy Ghost. Don't come in, just going through these songs and just nitpicking. No, don't nobody do that to no other artist. These other women that I named, they come up with album. Everybody either they like the songs or they don't like the songs. They like the visuals or they don't. But don't nobody say, why is it this many people? Or why didn't you call me? Or why didn't you give me a Kurt? Don't nobody do that. They only do that when it comes to Beyonce. And that's why Beyonce said, I'm that bitch. Because when I do shit, motherfuckers gonna talk, whether it's good or bad. They gonna talk. Yeah. But what I'm so happy about, because me and my coworker talked about this yesterday before I left work. I said one of the reasons why I love her so much is because she simply doesn't bother anybody. Mm-hmm. You don't hear her come out and bad mouthing anybody in interviews. She's not bad mouthing anybody on Twitter or Instagram. She's not doing any of that. She's just putting out her music and then letting everybody judge it for themselves. She's not coming out and doing what some artists do. Oh, well, fuck you if you didn't like that song because this is what this song really meant to me, and fuck y'all because I was going through a hard time. She don't do none of that. If Kevin said he don't like the first song on, what's her name, then that's Kevin's God-given opinion and say he don't like that first song. But Beyonce's not coming out and say, well, fuck you, Kevin, because I did all that. I kept repeating that because I was going through a real hard time in my life. She don't do none of that. She does none of that. She does none of that. But we can name quite a few artists who do that.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why a lot of people defend her so much, because it's like, y'all bother this woman and she don't bother nobody. Diane Warren, how dare you? And you come from a class of legendary songwriters. How dare you? That's why you didn't win that Oscar. That's why you didn't win.
I wonder if she ever won.
That's why you didn't
not
win.
sure.
And I caught it when you was rolling your eyes at Billie Eilish when she won. I caught it. But that's why you didn't win. Because see, a sourpuss like you're never going to...
She shouldn't even be like that. And for a woman who has never been in love to write all those classic love songs.
She's never been in love because nobody want her.
I don't know.
How about that? Who wants to be sitting around a sourpuss?
Yeah,
Because if she do that on Twitter, just imagine how she is in person. And there's
She
some
knew-
things I want to say, but they make sense to me, and Kevin may be upset.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things I want to...
she was ready. She chose violence today.
I'm trying to stop from choosing violence right now with my words, because I think a lot of FCCs
Mind you, she
and
knows how
AAAs
the
will-
music industry works. She knows how it works.
Yeah.
And then she's going to say, yeah, I wouldn't know because I only write my songs.
Well, keep writing your songs. Nobody's stopping you from writing them. That's what I'm saying. Like, nobody's stopping you
That is
from
so
writing
shady.
them. Keep writing. That's like Mariah Carey coming out and saying, oh, well, why do you have that? Like, come on. Like, keep writing your song. Mariah Carey's doing the same damn thing that you're doing, Diane Warren. You're not doing anything different than what Mariah Carey's doing. Now, how about that? Now, how about if Mariah Carey retweeted and said, well, bitch, I write my own songs too, and I love Beyonce. Bitch.
Now, back to Energy. Okay. So Energy definitely gave me like a little African vibe. Loved that. And then it went into Break My Soul, which we already discussed. So after Break My Soul, that song, Church Girl. Now, this song, I said, Mikkel, I know, bitch. I know for sure that this is one of your favorite songs on the album.
Well, I posted it on the thing on
Is it?
Facebook. Well, I mean, I posted like the late that night. I posted that was like the first song I posted on Facebook saying "Church Girl." That's it.
Yeah.
That's
Because I knew it. And then, like, I'm thinking it's going to be like this inspirational gospel song. Oh, no. It started out churchy.
And shout out to Twinkie Clark, the legendary Twinkie Clark. 'Cause
Now,
she
when
even
did
made
Twinkie approve that?
Well,
Was
you know,
it
Twinkie
before or
made a
after?
video too. Twinkie made a video shouting out Beyonce, say thank you because I wrote this line in that song. Oh, okay,
Right, okay.
all right.
But do you know what she was saying? Drop it like a thotty.
She don't
Drop
even
it
know
like
what
a
she was
thotty.
saying. Well, they was Twinkie and Jackie and Karen and all of them was
They was
dropping
young,
it.
okay.
That's why Maddie was mad so much. That song was really about Denise, okay?
Oh, no.
Okay. If we want to keep it real, because that was about Denise.
Oh, I love it.
Denise said, don't act all holy and sanctified, okay?
And then she said, can't nobody judge me but me.
That's right.
Not even God. She said, can't nobody judge me but me. But I just love it. And it slows the album down just right where it should be. And then, oh my God, Mikkel, I want to say plastic cup off the sofa, but it's plastic off the sofa. Okay?
Yes.
I love it. First of all, it's B just singing.
Mm-hmm. And the different runs and the different...
I'm
yes.
getting chills thinking about it.
Yeah.
Bitch, Solange, I'm glad you gave this to Beyonce. I know you probably didn't, but this sounds like something Solange was saying. And then we'll go in perfect with a seat at the table. And it's so good. And then when it get into Virgo's groove, it gives me late 70s, early 80s R&B. And she's just singing, and it's like, bitch, it got that porno feel to it. Like, you know how that porno music was back in the day. But baby, come over, baby, come home to me tonight. Something. Love it. Sounds like Isley Brothers would sing something like this. I love it. It's fucking sexy.
I love how she reminds you, bitch, I
sexy.
still sing.
Yeah.
I'm a singer.
And I
first
want
and
her
foremost.
I want her to take her time. When she put this tour together,
Because I kept saying,
She gotta put them
album,
songs in there.
Every album she comes out with, I always say, well, how is this going to do well on a tour? And she always surprises me.
Right.
But this one, I'm really a little confused, especially when you got an album where all the songs perfectly flow with each other.
Right.
So how are you going to do a tour?
I don't know.
Because you're going to have to break up these songs and add an old song. So it's like, how are you going to perfectly...
Well, that's why she's Beyonce. She had to think about that. I'm not going to think about that. I'm just going to be there, and the show better be good.
The show better be good. Well, it's going to be good.
It's going to be good. Now, what's that? It's Move. Okay, Move is cute. Now, it's some songs I was like, okay, Thick, I like it, but it's not like my thing. What else is some people might be
My head
mad.
went blank. My mind went blank.
Pull up that track listing. It's Thick. It's I know Pure Honey. I'm starting to love that one now. Because that I don't go to the balls. I haven't been to a ball in 20 years, but I know for sure the balls are going to be playing that.
Why haven't you been to a ball in 20 years?
Because every time I pay my money, them girls started fighting. And so I said, I'm not paying for no balls no more. The last ball I went to was called the Divas and Denim Ball, and that was like November 2002. And I've never been back.
The Divas and Denim?
Divas and Denim Ball. Yep. Them bitches started fighting, and I was like, I spent $20 for this, and if you start fighting, they kick everybody out.
Well, as they should.
Yeah,
Don't come in here fighting.
Like, yeah, that was a long time ago. So as I'm waiting for Mikkel to pull up the track list.
Sorry, y'all.
The one where she sampled Donna Summer at the end. Oh my God, I wanted her to sing "I Feel Love" so bad. Like, not just the so good, it's so good, it's so good, so good. I wanted her to sing the goddamn song. I feel like Pure Honey, a lot of the songs are like, if you get into the lyrics, like I haven't had time to like delve.
Phones? Okay, so it's, I got it.
Yeah.
It's, which song are you on there? Oh, Thick, you said? Thick.
Yeah, I think, what's the song before that? Is it Heated? Now, everybody goes off of that song. That's like probably right behind the intro. Like, I don't know about that song. I do see that there's some controversy that people are upset that Beyonce said spaz and because they did her, but they did to Lizzo.
Well, she came out. You see, she came out and said that she's going to remove.
Right, she's going to change the lyrics. Right. So before they change them, I guess people are going to keep it. I don't know. Well, the CD is on its way to me, so I'll have the original lyric. Not unless they fuck it up.
Maybe that's why it's moving so. Now you got your answer. That's why. Because they got to put a whole new CD in that damn box.
They better not. I want the original.
They got to put the old CD, a new CD in that box.
Like, y'all know Beyonce ain't not talking about nobody.
No, but they, people want to be politically correct. This is not the age of All in the Family and the Jeffersons when people said.
Let me see that.
When people said what the fuck they wanted to say.
Right.
It's not the age.
Yeah, I'm just so tired. Okay, All Up in Your Mind. No, America Has a Problem. Now I like that one, but I got Heated, Thick, and Thick has to grow up on me, and All Up in Your Mind. Those three, because it feels like the end of the album. Once you get to Virgo's Groove, and then it goes to Move. Like, I'm like, okay. But for some people, they might still be in it. But I'm like,
a lot of people love.
I'm ready to slow down a little bit. America has a problem because you think it's a political statement, and it's Beyonce telling you she's that bitch.
Right.
Again.
So, but she's correct. America does have a problem because I'm that bitch, and y'all keep trying to act like I'm not. Y'all have a problem because everybody else in these other countries know that I'm that bitch.
Right.
But when I come here, it's a debate. Why is there a debate? I am that bitch.
Yeah. Well, she's letting it be known. She's letting it be known, and it's she has so many different genres of dance. I love it. And there is a song on there. Kelly Rowland ain't getting no credit, but I feel like it was a Kelly Rowland. It was like a Kelly Rowland line where she go from Work. There's a part of Work, and I gotta find the song. But I said, oh, bitch, she done got Kelly up in here too. It sounds just like a Kelly Rowland line. It's in there. The Pure Honey with the ballroom, I told you that one is really grown on me. I've been listening to that even more. Mm-hmm. And then when it goes straight into the transition into the Summer Renaissance, the last song, it's just amazing. Beyonce, can you just do me a favor? When you go on tour, you have to sing I Feel Love with Summer Renaissance. You have to mix that in there and just make it sound so good. Because I love it. I love it. But this album, now, how do I feel about this album versus how I first felt about some other albums? I still think that the unanticipation of her self-titled album, the way it just dropped and the way it just hit me.
That was what, December 13th?
December 2013.
No, the date. Wasn't it December 13th?
December 13th, 2013.
Okay.
Damn, that was crazy. 13, 13.
I remember Bejan called me. It was late at night, and it had just hit midnight. Because remember, it's my birthday, December 12th. And he called me. He said, bitch, you just dropped the album on your birthday. I said, no, my birthday just passed. It's not my birthday no more. She didn't drop it on my birthday. She should have.
Right.
But she didn't.
But yeah, that album, like that, I love how that album made me feel when I first heard it. This album doesn't give me that exactly, but you can tell that when they say Beyonce was inspired to make this album, you hear it with all the different samples and the influences. And I know that people are making videos saying, well, this is where Beyonce got this part from. Like, people are just breaking it down from everywhere. And basically, Beyonce made an album and everybody's getting a check from the samples that she did sample. But it's still a great album. I'm anticipating the tour. I want to hear the other chapters that she has that's about to come out. I literally thought that Adele would be a problem for the Grammys next year, but no, Beyonce is going to be the one that you have to beat for these Grammys. And if she does not win, you know it's really something wrong with the Grammys, not B. It's the Grammys.
Well, I don't even want to say that. I don't want to say that.
I'm going to say it.
I don't want to say that
keep
because
robbing her of the top award.
Yeah, they do, but I don't want to say that only because if she does win, then people say, oh, well, it was only given to her because it's been doing that for years. So it's like me, I'm looking at it as whatever happens, happens. And that's how I've become with the Grammys, because for years people were saying, oh, well, Beyonce's only winning because her dad is on this board and this, that, and the third.
I remember those.
Right. So now that she's not winning, I don't want people to then turn around and say, oh, now the Grammys is because they don't like her because she's singing this. Because I'm like, well, a few years ago, y'all were saying that she was only winning because of this. Now she's not winning certain things, and now y'all saying it's because of that.
But it's like we're going to play in your face like, okay, it's granted Beyonce's always going to be nominated in rap or Best Rap Song Collaboration. She's always going to get that. But it's been, 13 years since she's been in won a major category. Like best R&B song, not best R&B song, like best song, best record of the year, album of the year. Like, when is she going to bring one of them home again?
Right.
It's been a decade. They keep giving her R&B, pop, album. They're not putting her in the main, as my mother would say, categories.
Right.
Her main.
They're giving her best supporting and not best actress.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
That's a perfect way to put it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely in love with this album. And you know what? I want these other girls to step their fucking game up, because Beyonce is not going to be doing this forever, okay?
No.
And it's none of y'all new girls are doing anything to captivate people like Beyonce.
None of them even did anything. I mean, I'm not going to say they didn't do anything, but none of them. No, because you had somebody like a Normani. She came out and then she kind of fizzled with, like,
because they not putting the effort into, like, you could tell that Parkwood is they sticking Chloe down our throats, right?
Yeah, they are.
But whoever is behind Normani, they not doing the same thing.
Right.
They're not.
But Chloe is just like,
because I'm like, child, if you don't go put that bathrobe back on, if you don't go get dressed, that's what I be wanting to say. But the one with the BET Awards this year definitely did her thing. Okay, so I'm not gonna say nothing bad about her no more for a while. But I need these other girls, these R&B girls, to step it up. Y'all need to step it up. The pop girls, they got Gaga, they got Ariana Grande, They got this girl, what's her name, Becky G, and all of these. They got all these girls that's out here doing the damn thing. But the R&B girls, y'all not holding it down. Y'all got these baby making voices and all. I'm like, come on, y'all got the. But where's the singers? And did you see the video with Patti LaBelle talking about Jasmine Sullivan?
Wait, when she was drunk?
Yes.
I didn't watch it. I got to watch it.
Yes. She said that she thought that Jasmine Sullivan didn't like her. She said, every time I see Jasmine, she never speaks to me, blah, 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 blah. But she said last week, she said, Jasmine Sullivan was like, I'm just nervous. I'm shy. Like, she was nervous. And
I mean, that's Patti LaBelle.
yes.
I mean,
wouldn't you be nervous?
Well, I did meet.
I remember how you felt about that.
Yeah.
Never get a second chance to make it first, but
yeah.
but it
But I
probably
still
was one
love
of
her.
those days. Yeah,
I still.
it
love
was probably
her.
one of those
Yeah,
days,
and I didn't hold it against her either, because you never heard me talk bad about her.
You said you're my grandmother.
Yep.
And she looked
And
at
she
you
looked
like,
at me
what?
like, what? And Diggy was standing right there, and poor Diggy, he didn't know what to say. He was just like, oh. And then I wanted to take a picture with her and everything. The guy was like, oh no, you got to keep moving. I'm like,
Ain't nobody in this
even
line.
in here. It's just me and Diggy. There's nobody in here. Nobody. We were in the supermarket. There's nobody in here. And she's signing books, and there's nobody in here. It's me and Diggy. Let me take a picture with her. Like, are you kidding me? I would have died if I had a picture with Patti LaBelle.
You never know. She might see this one day.
I know. I just, that wasn't a really good first time meeting her. It really wasn't.
Yeah.
But I still love her.
Yeah.
I still love her.
So yeah. And what did you think about Will Smith's apology video?
Listen, adults apologize when they are wrong. And, of course, we all knew that this was coming. We all knew that there was going to be a public, something where he was going to be on camera doing this. I like how he said he reached out to Chris and Chris's mom, listen, for everybody saying, oh, well, you don't have to do this, Will, I'm not mad anymore. Bitch, it's not about you. It's about Chris Rock. He didn't smack you. He smacked Chris Rock, But I just, listen, when we are wrong as adults, we need to own up and say that we're wrong. And he's doing just that. We're not going to hear the end of this until we hear from Chris Rock.
Yeah, and I don't think Chris Rock is ready to.
Right. So everybody who's saying, oh, I'm tired of hearing about this, well, you're going to hear about it some more, because once Chris Rock is ready to talk, then we're going to have to hear about it again.
And he's on tour.
And
so
he's on tour, right.
Talking about it.
So, it is what it is. I mean, shout out to Will Smith for being an adult, because you know how I felt about that. I thought that he was totally wrong. And I like that he addressed the fact that he fucked up, because by him doing that, it took away from all of the people who won after he smacked Chris Rock.
Oh, it sure did.
Everybody. And he even mentioned Questlove. Like, because, Questlove won immediately after that. He was like, he felt bad. And you should, because for the rest of the show, that's all people talked about.
Yeah, for a good 3 weeks.
Was
you hear from everybody.
But I'm not even talking about for the 3 weeks. I'm talking about for the remainder of the Oscar ceremony.
Oh, yeah.
Until it went off. That's all people were talking about was the smack. And the memes kept popping and the video kept circulating. We weren't even focusing on the people who were winning after the smack.
Yeah, because I was happy Jessica Chastain won, but it doesn't even matter.
It doesn't, because you didn't.
It tainted the win.
Those people who won after Will Smith smack, they couldn't even enjoy. Well, I'm sure they enjoyed it, but I mean, we as the fans couldn't enjoy their win because we were just talking about, that. So, yeah. Look, I mean, shout out to him for being an adult and coming out and apologizing. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not. Yeah. Listen. Everybody deserves redemption, and Will Smith will be just fine.
Yeah, everybody will.
Yeah, everybody will be just fine. Chris Rock will be just fine. Will Smith will be fine. Everybody will be fine. This is just a lesson learned to a lot of people. You cannot just physically assault someone because they say something that you don't like. You cannot do that. And a lot of people who were agreeing with what Will Smith did and cheering him on, I guarantee you, half of those people would not go to their jobs and smack their coworker or smack their boss because they said something that they don't like. Why? Because they need to pay those bills in their apartment or in their home. You know what I mean? You cheer on somebody else for doing something bad, and then when they get called out of court for it, then you hide and you sitting back in the corner. But the whole time you were cheering them on. It's like somebody, go ahead, go smack him, go smack him. And then they go smack him, and then that person that they smack is crying hysterically, and something bad happens, and now you sitting there looking stupid, knowing that you instigated it and told them to go do it. Mm-hmm. You know, there's a lot of adults who were agreeing with what Will Smith was, and it just let me know that a lot of adults are not still aren't adulting. Mm-hmm. A lot of them are still growing. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of motherfuckers at my job, a lot, that I would love to lay hands on, but I can't do that.
Yeah, I'm glad you're not.
Because there are bills that need to be paid. I like having a direct deposit hit my account.
Every week.
Yes. So therefore, imagine me smacking somebody that I don't like because they said something I don't like, and then I lose my job and they still there. Mm-hmm. Come on.
I love getting the email saying Kevin has paid that your money has been deposited.
Be for real. Like, come on. Yeah. Next topic.
I don't know any other topics.
It's really none, but let me just go back to that.
Yeah.
Please, people, when Chris Rock finally comes out, let that man say what he needs to say. Let Will Smith say what he needs to say to him again if he does. And then let's move on from it.
Yeah.
But let's not try to, this is still dragging on and all of that. This has nothing to do with you. So if it drags on from 2022 to 2025, let it.
Yeah.
This is about them. Will Smith physically assaulted somebody, and Will Smith is lucky that he wasn't led out of that theater in handcuffs. Because they said that the LAPD was there.
Oh, they was ready.
And they asked Chris Rock if he wanted to press charges, and Chris Rock said no. Mm-hmm. Will Smith could have been led out of that theater in handcuffs, and when his name had been called for that Oscar, he wouldn't have even been there had Chris Rock said, yes, I want to press charges. Because, see, a motherfucker like me...
Betty.
You wouldn't even have to ask me. Do you want to press charges? Press charges. I want to press every charge I can press until I can't press no more. Press charge. You smack me on stage in front of millions of people, and you're gonna ask me, do I want to press charge? You damn right I want to press charges. I want to press charges against him. I want to press charges against the producer. I want to press charges against the cameraman for even capturing that moment. I want to press charges to the host. I want to press charges to everybody because you embarrassed me in front of millions of people, okay? How dare you put your hands on me because I made a joke? How dare you? And you physically assault me because I made a joke? Come on. Like, let's be for real. There have been, this generation of people wouldn't have survived 40 years ago when you had comics like Red Fox and Eddie Murphy just starting out, or Richard Pryor. This generation of people would not have survived. You wouldn't have survived. You would have been offended by everything. Just imagine had we been living, this generation of people had been living in 1973 and 74, when All in the Family was on TV, and hearing this white man say all types of racial slurs every week. Y'all wouldn't have survived.
But then again, sometimes some of that stuff would have been like, well, that's just how it is.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if this generation, you know what I mean? If this generation of people, yeah, because everything makes them upset. Everything makes them upset. Chris Rock literally said something about Jada Pinkett being able to play G.I. Jane in the next G.I. Jane movie, and everybody go, oh, my God, I can't believe he said that. No. Did anybody ever see G.I. Jane?
Yeah, and did anybody even, like...
Did anybody Google to see exactly what he was talking about? Demi Moore shaved her fucking hair off to play that role. Yeah. And her haircut looked just like Jada Pinkett's haircut. So I was trying to find out where was he being offensive. He said she could play the next G.I. Jane with the haircut.
He knew she had alopecia.
Oh, but she knew she had alopecia. I knew she did too, but I completely forgot about it.
All about Mikkel. Now, first of all, I'm like, did we even talk about it? Because some stuff, I don't even remember. They're like, you remember that video?
No.
I don't remember. Once I record it, I'll edit it, and that's it.
That's it. And I'm just like, why would Chris Rock be hanging on a fucking hook about Jada Pinkett having alopecia? Why would that be registered in his brain? Like, oh my God, Jada Pinkett has alopecia. People are not walking around worrying about what somebody else is doing in their personal life. No. You know what I mean? So why would people really honestly think that man is really hooked on the fact that she has alopecia? Not a lot of people are paying attention to that. I knew she had it because I saw the video where she came out and claimed that she had it. But then that went out the fucking
really
rearview
don't
window
remember
once
talking about
once
it, but
the video went off.
I'm sure we talked about it. I'm sure.
For
that
the
we talked about
fact
it.
that she had been rocking that haircut for so long, it looked beautiful on her.
Yeah.
Demi Moore looked beautiful when she was rocking it. That's why I'm like, are y'all really? Has anybody seen G.I. Jane? Y'all know what he's talking about?
But she probably looked at it as, oh, another bald joke.
Another bald joke. And that's fine if she looked at it that way. That's totally fine. Because if somebody made another bald joke about me, I'd probably look the same way too. But that wouldn't prompt me to want to smack somebody.
Yeah.
It's just not. You cannot do that. You cannot assault people. You just cannot do that. You can't assault people and then think that it's okay. Because let me tell you something. Some of y'all got some badass fucking kids out here.
Oh.
Some of y'all have some,
They
and
kids
I don't even mean teenagers. Some of y'all got some badass 9 and 10-year-olds. Just imagine if your 9 and 10-year-old goes to school and they say something, make a bad joke, or what you think is a bad joke, or what they think is a bad joke, about another student, and that student smacks the shit out of your child. You're going to be very upset. You're not even going to look at the fact. Not even smack the shit, but smacks the shit out of your child and knocks one of your child's teeth out of their mouth. You're going to be very upset. Your child comes home with a missing tooth. You're going to want to find out why it was that student was able to. You're not even going to care. Because you know what their thing's going to be? The school's going to say, well, your student, Miss So-and-so, made a joke about, oh, so what? My child made a joke. That doesn't mean that they should smack them. That's going to be your thing. You understand what I'm saying? The people don't think that way until it's them. Mm-hmm. If your child got smacked in the face for making a bad joke and somebody knocked your child's tooth out of the mouth, you're going to raise hell. Oh, they shouldn't have hit my child. And what kind of school is this to let people hit kids because they make a bad joke? And these are the same people who are encouraging Will Smith to smack Chris Rock, telling him that I'm not mad. That's what he gets. Come on, I don't buy that. We don't assault people around here. We don't do that. So that's why I said I'm pressing every charge, and I'm gonna have my legs crossed while I'm pressing them.
Well, everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, please, if you have any questions pertaining to the Shy, make sure you send them either to Mikkel or myself so we can ask Lena and get your question answered on the show. I don't know what else is going on this week. Shit, my sister birthday is this week. Happy birthday to my sister. We'll be back this week. I hope we'll be back because I got to put these new microphones to use. But before that, I got to find out how to make sure I properly use them. So if the sound don't sound right, I do apologize. I'm just now working on them. So hopefully we'll have it right. Everybody, please be safe out here. It's a lot of shit happening. If you wear headphones, right, don't listen to them with the volume all the way up. Listen to them halfway off your head, or don't even have them on that off. Just be careful out here. It's a lot. It's really a lot going on. And people are out here just robbing, killing, stealing, shooting anybody. Don't even get into an argument with nobody. You know what? You got it.
Right.
Just walk away.
Right.
It's so much better to just walk away. I seen these two ladies on Friday about to fight. Coming up out the underground. There was a Muslim lady and a lady dressed up in her.
The irony of it all, coming up from underground and you walking into somebody fighting.
Yeah, they was. I heard them because I had my headphones on halfway on, but I heard these women and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? They're yelling and screaming at each other, coming up the steps about the fight. But one of them acted just like Nina. She's all the way down the street. Why are you trying to run in the middle of Market Street, yelling, trying to still fight this lady? She's gone.
Right.
She's fucking gone. When she was right there, you should have did all of that.
And now you carrying on.
Yeah, because first of all, when they both was black, but when the girl who had her scrubs on, when she took her book bag off and sat it on that little thing when you come upstairs, I thought she was about to pull out a gun. But she just sat her book bag there because she was ready to fight.
Yeah, she was ready to fight. Whoops,
but the other girl, she wasn't that ready to fight.
No, she's just a whole lot of mouth.
Right.
All bark, no bite.
All bark.
And no bite.
Yeah, would you want her to turn all the way back around? She's
halfway down the street. She's not thinking about you no more. She's not thinking about you.
Yeah, and she's running in the middle of the street still yelling. Girl,
let it go. Because the only people you're yelling at now is me. And I don't have nothing to do with this.
No, it was just crazy. I don't know what happened. I'm like, it's early. What happened? It's fucking early. It's not even 8 o'clock. And y'all doing this.
And y'all carrying the fuck on.
Yeah. Well, look, we're going to go. But y'all be good. Make sure y'all turn on Beyonce's album. Let me know what's your favorite song, your least favorite song, what you think about the album. Everybody has an opinion.
My
whether
favorite
you like
song
it
is
or
definitely
not.
not the one with Khalees.
Which one is your favorite?
Well, being as I like Cuff It.
Yes.
I like Cuff It.
We didn't even talk about Cuff It.
Yeah, I like Cuff It. Oh my
Yes.
God. I like Cuff It. I like Church Girl. Alien Superstar. I like them. I mean, Beyonce, you did a good job. You really did. Now I'm just like past album. Now I'm talking about tour.
Yeah. Where is it?
Tell me when the tour
I'm ready for these prices.
Yeah.
I think I'm ready.
Tell me when the tour is.
Yeah. She's still got to get these. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how she's going to do it when these other albums going to come out, but we'll be ready. We'll be ready, everybody. We'll talk to y'all soon. Make sure y'all like this video, share this video. We will see y'all soon. Peace.
Bye.